I'm in Maryland at a rest area here. This is actually South Mountain, Maryland. I'm on top of this mountain here. This is the last rest area before you go into Baltimore on I-70. There's I-70 here. I want to make sure parked are alright. Looking good. I'm here for about 14 hours. But this mountain here, South Mountain, actually is part of the Civil War days. There's actually a battlefield called South Mountain Battlefield. They had a big battle. And when you're on top of this mountain here, there's a rest area. And past this rest area, there's a road here. And it takes you down this mountain. And if you go all the way down, it goes to a T. And then you'll see that if you take a left, it goes all the way to the bottom. And there's actually a house tucked into the trees down there. And it's probably the one in charge of this rest area. It has some kind of sanitation kind of looking building next to it. If you take a right, that takes you down to another road. And then you take a left and you'll see another house that's buried in the trees. And you'll see it's just this kind of path. It's paved. It's not really marked. It's right off the freeway. If you go down by Hagerstown, that's on the west side of South Mountain. There's caverns there. It's Crystal Caverns. And they have all these caves and parks and all that on that side. So you can see this path here. And it takes you really into the woods. And I look at these areas really carefully when I investigate. When I was here about a month ago, I eyeballed everything about 2 in the morning so I could listen to see any kind of traffic going on here. But these woods here are really basic. It's not like the west side. And it's older. It's got history when it comes to what was here, when it comes to the Indian side on the west side or the settlers side, and that's the east side, and that's here. But with this path here, you can see I got 2 buildings here. And you got beer cans here. But this here takes you to this well that I found. That's over here. There's a lot of acorns here, but no squirrels to take them away. But I got this well here. They seem to want to drill a well right here. It's very unique. And they have a fence line here. So you can see they drilled the well. And when I investigate, I look at everything. It's October, the middle of October. You can see the gates open, and it looks like the way the traffic is for the road, they could take a right. It's more traffic taking a right. What Maryland Environmental Service is this building? Then you got this other kind of building here. It's pretty small. It does have a door. An event. I don't know why they put this cement block here. Probably for erosion. For any water coming down. But from the rest area, when I first came here, I walked down this trail. That trail, I came from the back of the rest area. And then you'll see that this is where the wells should be water, right here. Why they would have one over there by the woods, I don't know. But this building here has no windows. A vent that's closed. A lot of power coming in here. Old steps and a door. See, I got another water here. And that rock is to prop the door open. But that's what you have here. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon right now. And you can see with the tire marks here, they take a right. But when I came right to this T, I had an owl hooting really loud. And you see the water control here. But this is paved. I thought it was white rocks the way it was at nighttime when it was shining. It seems to be blacktop. So you can see the fence line, and then they have that gate open. So really makes you think. And the leaves are all brushed against the fence line here. And this takes you all the way down to the bottom of this hill. There's a lot of acorns here. Where you see how thick the woods are. The noise I hear is just the animals when it comes to the rodent family and the bird family. The leaves are changing. See, it says authorized personnel only. See how it bends here. Looks like I have a building down here. And it's a fence. This tree's marked yellow. I hear movement. Says no trespassing here. And I got a private property sign here. This is the line. So I got private property here. And I have this sign here. And that's it. See, it does take you down. You look at your Google Maps, you'll see this road will take you all the way down to this building. There's actually a house down there next to the building. But this is the line. I can't go across this one. But this one here is locked. Looks good. And then private property. And I do see a fence line here. So you can see my night patrol here. And this is the fence line. So the gate used to be right here. They took the gate off and put it up higher. And it extended the fence line all the way here. And then the fence runs along the road, it looks like. So they changed this whole fence line here. See, there's actually two fences now. This one here goes on the outer side all the way down. And that takes you down all the way. Yeah, there's actually two fence lines here. Yeah, that fence line takes you way down. But you can see the kind of woods it is here. This is how it was in the Civil War days. How they have to march through all this. Where they do land nav. But this here actually looks like a driveway. You see it's got this road here. And that says private property. That takes you all the way down to that house probably I saw that was really into the woods. You can barely see it on Google Maps. But I detected that one. It's buried in the woods. And this doesn't really look like it's being used, especially with the leaves down. But it does show the path here for a vehicle to come down. It's probably seasonal or something. But that goes pretty far. And that's the line, I can't cross that. But I got signs like this where if you look at my suspicious activity, there always seems to be a couch or some kind of place where you can sit. Once you have signs like that, then you can see, I guess, suspicious activity. Why they would throw a couch out here. Of course, it's pretty seasoned. It's not like what you see in the Wild Wash roads when they throw beds and couches and stuff. Place where you would come and sit down. And then here's the cushion. So it looks like it's been here for about a year. But that's actually the cushion for a couch. It's always that sign or one shoe. That would be the two that I always see on my travels. When you see that, then you know there's something suspicious. And I see some netting here. Yeah, it looks like netting. Like a fisherman kind of net. Huh, that's suspicious. Why they would have that here. But investigating if anybody's in that house, which it would look really run down, they would come all the way up here and go to the rest area up there where I have a report that we have missing, and pick up drop-offs where they come from Baltimore and they come up to the rest area, and there's somebody there that waits for them and picks them up. And they take them somewhere, but they don't go on the freeway. And it looks like they might be coming down here. And they could come down this path here. And once they come down here, then they would go ahead and have easy access to the rest area. You can see my perimeter I have to do. But I can't go anymore because they could easily have every right to shoot me when it comes to being on their property. There's a squirrel in front of me. They sure have enough acorns here. But I do have permission to investigate this area, to get boots on the ground. Looks like a white rock. As I say, there's a crystal cave right below my feet here. And you can see my night patrol when I gotta slowly investigate. And I got a tree here that went across this fence line here and broke that, so you could see my exits here. If there's any vehicles coming, I'm gonna run and jump over where this tree's at. You can see where that fell down, this tree, and it broke this fence line. So that would be my escape route, to jump on that side, then run up the hill back up to those two buildings. If I see a problem here, because I'm getting pretty deep, but I had to get permission. It'll get a little spooky here, so I hope everybody's patient in my investigation. Now you can see when you have this situation, because it just rained here, I don't have any evidence of any vehicles coming across here. Oh, I do have some writings on this tree. Looks like I do have some people coming down here. It's like the early 2000s. 1998. Looks like couples are coming in here. That's a big marker right there. This doesn't look right here. With the stone laid out like that. Looking for any animals. So it keeps going down. More rocks down here. It's much different than Medicine Bow when it comes to being on top of the mountain. Oh, I got a pipe here. Looks like exhaust pipe. Something up with that pipe. Oh, it's stuck there. That's suspicious. Have to look really hard. Let's see if there's an entrance. There's a pipe there. down over here. There's indication there's no vehicles here if that log's there. Oh, we got an orange. This pipe here is for water probably. Got a clearing up here to the right. So we got a clearing here. Huh. Something up here. I'll go right to the edge of this here. It looks like it is not being used here, but in the clearing it looks like it had some road marks there. But the overgrowth is too much here. Now you can see the overgrowth here. Looks like a log and that goes down, but it hasn't been used. I got a bottle here or something. Yeah, it's an old bottle. Let's see what this bottle says. Not to be refilled. Doesn't look too old. Yeah. It says deposit, no return. See if I can get this focused. There it is. No deposit, no return. But that was in the middle here. You hear the Jake brakes going down the mountain. It looks like that clearing is where the traffic is going to. Oh. Looks like they covered this private property. These are tires, they're not logs. That's one thing in Wasatch, they covered all the private property signs so everybody walks into their grip. And Wabash Road, I had tires all over the place. Alright. And they wanted me to check this out, so can't go too far. A lot of leaves. When you walk, you gotta look through the trees. They got something on that tree up there. See, it's clearing up right here. See, I got something over there. This will be the last sign here, and then I'll turn around. Looks like it's clearing up right here. I got two signs. It's all along these, yep, no hunting signs. I got them posted all over. Oh, can't focus that one. That's it. You can see this line here. It's got an old pipe here. See, you got the no hunting signs. Looks like it's Maryland's Forest Park and Wildlife Service is here. And this tree here blocked this road. Plastic bag, water bottle. Now you can see these trees are more into the bushes. They're thickets. This tree here fell down to block this road. Gotta watch for animals living in that kind of area. The trees are different over here. See, it's a big wall right here. And the trees are different on the other side. A lot of trees falling down here. Used to be an old sign. The freeway's right over here. It's good to have that road noise so they don't hear me. Every environment's different. See, it goes down to nothing. This is the end of the road. Oh, I got something here. It's a marker, number 7. Now I got another bottle here. Looks like they threw rocks right along this side here. You gotta remember that a lot of this stuff was here before the freeway was here. So this could be a horse path, walking path to get to different areas. Here's a different bottle. It's green. There's no writing on it. That's 2 now. This is number 7. Seems to be a marker. You see it ends right here. And then we're down to a deer path. Got some thorns on these bushes. Okay, we got a clearing here. It looks like a deer path or somebody's walked through here. Yeah, this is new. This passage is new. It's been pushed down. This whole area's been pushed down. The animals come through here to drink some water. Yeah, it looks like it's right here. They come down to drink water. We got some good mosquitoes around here. As long as there's no ticks. Alright, that's the end of this path is right here. Hmm. I gotta stand on this log to see what's going on. No graffiti except for that one tree. And that's the road that turned into this path that ended right here to that number 7 mark. It looks like the clearing goes down there. Yeah, you can see how the beaten path is here. It's probably, could be animals. I got them coming all the way to the water probably. But that's a path, and that's a path. You think it's something when you get close, it's just a big tree. See, this one here looks suspicious here. When you get closer, sometimes it just becomes a tree. Got some berries for the animals. Let's see, I got something walking through here. So you can see the thickets far away. You think it's a building, but it's not. You get close. Ends up to be trees and bushes. Trying to hear any noise except for the birds and the rodent family, the chipmunks and the squirrels. But these are areas that they're never checked, so you can see what we have to do on boots on the ground to investigate. But you can see the round 1, really round 2, because I came at nighttime to sniff it out a little bit to listen. But there is low clearings that open up where I see animals can scurry through. But they're not here. Really curious about that pipe in the ground. Once I get a perimeter like this, I can go back and really look at that. There's a good check here. See where that road ends up to go, and it goes right here. Why they have no trespassing, that's different. But the road ends right here. You can't get any farther. look at these trees that fell down. Ends right here. That's interesting. Alright. Just to head back. Do you see something white over there reflected? Let's see if I get a different angle. So it's 6 o'clock at night now. So it's 1 hour in. A lot of thorns on these bushes. Okay, let's go ahead and go back. It's a good perimeter check. A lot of thorns here. It's so old that the tree just grew right around it. Here's number 7. It's a good marker. It's all about going back uphill. Alright. I'll double time this. Heel toe it. I'd like to go to that clearing and see what that's about. Again, use these thorns to go around those bushes. Try to stay quiet so I can hear everything, especially if there's dogs. Cat family, you won't hear them Will they come upon you? Or you corner it? It's all about going uphill now. About staying in shape so you can do all this. You can see it's a lot different than the other places I've investigated. So this could have been an old wagon trail. It ended right there because it goes right by the freeway area. So you can see the history here in Maryland. This here takes you up to the opening where the clearing's at. And I'm double timing here. You going slow and you go leave fast. Unless you got something suspicious. This is where the tires are at. The house is in the woods somewhere. It's probably down here. Turkey looking everything. Here's that clearing. I might bring a camper or something here in the summertime, maybe. It sure looks like debris they put here. Got clearings here. You got these kind of stones here, just like on top of Medicine Bow rest area. They threw a lot of logs here. Something up with this. Gotta watch out. Is there any animals underneath this debris? But it looks like it's bark. An old tree came down here probably. It looks like it's been stacked. See, this has been cut. They threw everything here. See. I got an opening here. And a log right here. Got two openings here. This is a shelter. Some kind of shelter here. Alright. But yeah, they made some shelter here. They could have put something right here and lived right here. And they moved out. I don't see any evidence, not even animal droppings. I don't see footprints at all. But evidence of this log has been cut. But it goes pretty deep in here. See how they blocked it off. Trying to smell to see if any human debris or anybody that stuck somewhere in here. But this here is all set up for flooring or roofing. When it comes to laying bark down, overlapping it, they could bury a hole here and then throw all this on top, like a foxhole, and throw everything on top of it. It looks like that's how it's done. Put boards across and then they lay the bark over the other way. But that's how you do it. You dig a deep hole right here and then you put cross members across. That's this here, and then on this side is vertical to horizontal is this bark, a ceiling. And the entrance is on the other side that goes down here. It looks like they did cut these trees down. And I got movement here when it comes to this grass. It's all been pushed. Yeah. It goes up this hill here. It goes up this trail. This is the end of that road. You go up here. Yeah, this opens up to another trail here. That looks like a part 3 for South Mountain. Yeah, this stuff's been all matted down. This has been all been pushed down. Huh. It's like they dragged something. I got indication of a lightning bolt hitting this tree. It's a fire. I don't know. There's some fire or something here going on. Looks like the fire is here, and then it went up. You can see the marks of the ash. It sure looks like a fire was here. Doesn't really look like lightning. But somebody was here. But they go up this road here. Oh, I got another clearing here. This has all been cut and laid down. That's been stacked. This here is recent. Where you could tell it's all been pushed down. With this log. Doesn't look like a vehicle. Alright, looks like I have to go up here. It actually goes up the hill. You can see this path. And it sure looks like this grass has all been pushed down. I gotta quickly go up to these points here. That way the big boys can see what's going on in the woods here. Let's see. It's all been pushed down. been pushed down right here. Alright, I might have to do night patrol on this and go farther. But this here's all been pushed down, no vehicles. You can see how it swirls. You can see how it's been bent down. And it goes up. A little higher. That's one way, not the other. This trail goes all the way down. We can see how far I can go. Everything else has to be another day. It's all about going down this trail. It's all been matted down. Stay quiet. This has all been pushed down. Try to see if that's another fire. Okay. So you can see the perimeter I'm doing. If I actually go down here, it'll be probably where the end of the road was. This takes you, this clearing here probably goes all the way down to the road that was marked number 7. But when I do night patrol, that's when I bring all my lights out. It's getting pretty dark now, but this trail keeps on going. It's not going to stop. So you can see the night patrol. At least they got a perimeter check all the way to here. But this is all matted. But this is the right way to go then to see where this path will take you. It's just too bad all this has been matted down. But this has all been matted down really good right here. I see a fence line. Yep. I got a man-made fence line over here. Yeah, it's a fence line. Yeah. That's where. Yeah. This is that house, I think. It's right up here. And I got a fence line here. You can see more of it right here. That's a good marker right here. See where I'm at. But that sure looks like a home or some kind of building. That's not the chain link fence. All right. Okay. At least I got this perimeter checked. This keeps you away from the freeway. So I can mark this trail. Let's go around all that. It's all about thorns. Okay. Now let's see if I can get back before it gets too dark. It's good to check your perimeter. Get everything all set up. Yeah, the people can really get lost in here if you don't really do a perimeter like I do. Don't do this at home, I tell you that. Alright. Backtrack this trail. I do have movement that's on this trail. We matted all this stuff down. This has been pushed down. It's a good 3-mile walk. It'll be a lot better in the wintertime. You can see through the trees. Lots of thorns here. Darker and darker. See the freeway. I actually walked away from the freeway. So if you go all the way to the dead end where number 7 is at, if you take a right, you walk away from the freeway. It should take you right by that house. This clearing here. If you go all the way to the number 7, I bet if you go a little farther, you probably would see the house to the right. But it wants to be farther away from the freeway so you don't get that noise. But it's better that way so you can't hear me. Anybody else will get lost right here. Let's turn some lights on. Alright. That's the best I can do for lighting. Alright. That's the clearing. And that's where the wood ceiling is, makeshift. Then you come down here into the woods more. And then you get this trail. This trail, it's getting darker by the minute now. This trail here will take me all the way over to the rest area, to those 2 buildings, really to that fence line and get me right back up. With this flashlight on the phone really doesn't go well. I usually have my head cam, not a use night vision on my Sony, like the good old days. All the fans have been watching me on Suspicious Activity. I hope everybody's doing well. I know there's people out here looking for the ones that are missing. But this road here will take me all the way up. Made it through the darkness. Back to the rest area. When it comes this road and where it goes to. But I'll set this up for maybe part 1. That way everybody sees the first run here when it comes to 5 to 7 at night, middle of October. And we'll have to look at the whole perimeter of that fence line to that house to see if anybody's there. See if everybody's all right there. But it looks like I got movement in those paths. Something like animals. No footprints, but nothing about cars because you would see the tire marks. But it'd be like you're dragging something. Just like a sack of potatoes when you're dragging it. That's the kind of way that the grass was all bent over. So I have to look at that carefully. When it comes to part 2, it comes to South Mountain, Maryland, on I-70 on the eastbound side. It's all about seeing what's going on with the westbound side. But this side here is a little more suspicious when it comes down to in deep woods. Thank you very much for your time.